Okay, I just wanted to film a quick update video for you guys today. I was gonna come down here and hopefully find a quiet place. It's a little bit windy today out here in the mountains, and all the creatures found me down here, and I got distracted because I found some mountain lion tracks, and then I slipped in the snow and got my notes all wet. But hey, this is real life. So I just wanted to film this short video today to give you guys a little update, and I do have notes, so I apologize if it looks like I'm reading from some, but I just wrote everything down the other day that I wanted to say, and I wanted to get through it, and anyway, just share a little bit of my heart with you today, and hopefully you'll take a minute to watch this and not be annoyed by my rambling. So anyway, so I wanted to talk about why I started posting videos and then I kind of stopped, and there's several reasons behind it, and I thought that I really wanted to share them with you because they're very specific reasons. Know that I do want to post videos, but I also want you to know these things and why this is kind of hard for me. So I've just kind of always struggled with posting videos and being on camera is not my thing. I've always loved to write, so doing the blog is like, I love that. I love to be able to communicate through writing. I remember, I think it was in like 2010 or 2011, I worked with a company and they told me that I had to learn how to be on camera because maybe someday like a news company would want to come and interview me or something, and I was just terrified. I thought that sounded like the worst thing ever. So that's how far back this goes. I don't love being on camera. I have gotten a lot better, I feel like, but it's still it's not my thing, especially when compared to writing. So that's kind of number one. But I do understand at the same time that sometimes video content is easier to consume and just makes more sense depending on what I'm writing about or what I'm sharing about. Sometimes, like a canning tutorial, I can write about that all day, but unless I show it to you, sometimes it just doesn't make sense. And I get that. So yeah, I understand that. And then the second reason, and this is kind of a big thing for me, I don't know if you guys realize this or have noticed this, but I feel like YouTube has become so sensationalized. Like what it used to be, way back in the day, because I think I have videos on my channel that are super old. But way back in the day, it was just kind of more like the vlog style, day in the life, kind of easygoing. It wasn't this like big hyped up production thing. And not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just become something that's so different and hard to keep up with. And then at the same time, there's so much stuff that's like it has this sensationalized title to get you to click on it, or this random picture with somebody like showing a shocked face, or anything to get you to click on the video. And from a content creator standpoint, I get that. Like, you want to try to beat the algorithm and all this stuff and get people to click on your thing so they watch it. But that's just not me. And I don't feel authentic doing that. I feel like that's doing it for views. And in my mind, my YouTube channel is just an extension of my blog. So I guess I'm sure there are people here and people in the future that will find my YouTube channel from YouTube, however the search thing works. But my main thing is just to have a more visual extension of my website, so my website readers can just come over and see that. But I don't feel good about doing the sensationalized stuff, so it's not something you're gonna see on this channel. Everything you see is just, it is how it is. Okay, and then this last part, this is kind of long, so here's story time. I don't know what my cat's doing. So about 2 years ago, we had an experience with another YouTuber. We had seen something that they had posted on YouTube, And from watching their videos, and we even talked to this person on the phone, it seemed like they had this genuine need and they needed help. And, my husband and I, like, we love to help other people. It's not something that we share about a ton on the blog, like specific volunteer work that we do, just because I don't feel the need to broadcast it. But we really felt like, okay, this person has a real need. It sounds really genuine. We're going to go and we're going to help them. So we literally packed up. This is after we were, selling our other place, we packed up, we took our kids and we traveled all the way across the country to be able to help this person. And, I'm going to keep this just pretty brief because I could go into so much detail, but I'm not going to go there. But basically this person was lying about almost everything that they said, everything that they portray online. There was so much going on there. We feel like they were seriously lying about their Christianity, about their intent. We personally witnessed them receiving a ton of money and then lying about it the next day on their YouTube channel. It was extremely disheartening and extremely frustrating, not only because we had given up so much to go and help this person who we genuinely believed had a need, and helped them over helping someone else, because it was a long ways for us to travel all the way across the country to go do this. But they were not only lying to us and all the other people that were there helping, but they were lying to, tens of thousands of people, if not more, on their YouTube channel. And unfortunately, they still are to this day. I was just going to share one of the incidents that happened several times while we were there, was that they were so bent on filming everything so that they could get it on YouTube and try to promote their GoFundMe and make money. And we told them that we were not okay with having our children in the YouTube videos, and we didn't really want to be in them either, because like I said, we just kind of, any volunteer work we do, we just kind of keep it under wraps, under the table. And so, but definitely I did not want my children in it, and they were very upset about that because they felt like they would garner more sympathy, I guess, if there was children in the videos. And so while they were filming videos, while we were there, my children would literally get shoved aside so that they could get the right shot. And not just for the fact that we said my children couldn't be in it, but because they wanted everything to be just so perfect. And they would be doing these activities while we were there that they were going to show on their YouTube channel. And my children were not invited to do those because we refused to be on the video. It was so much makeup for the camera. It was ridiculous. And it really ruined YouTube for me. And it really ruined content creators for me to watch this person that I thought was so genuine in their videos, and to see them act like that and to see how they were in real life. And I'm by far not saying that everyone on YouTube and every content creator is like that. Unfortunately, this was just a really bad experience that we had. But it really, I stopped watching YouTube myself for a very long time, and still struggle with watching some videos just because I have a hard time believing what people are saying. But it was a really, really bad experience for our family. There were good things that came out of it. We ended up making some really good friends that were also there volunteering at the same time. They had the same feelings about the whole situation that we do. And so that was a good thing that came out of it. And obviously we learned a lot, but it really has turned me off to being on YouTube, watching things on YouTube, publishing things on YouTube. It's been hard to overcome. And so when I have been making videos, I have that in the back of my mind and think, okay, I don't want to appear this way. I don't want to be, bothering my family life in order to get this video. There's there's just things that have kind of stuck with me. And I know that, you know, someone might ask why I don't publicly out them. I'm not going to publicly out them. I believe that, you know, things will come around and be made right eventually, but they have proven to be extremely vindictive and sue happy, and I just don't want to be associated with them at all. So I'm not gonna say who they are publicly. Okay, it's cold out here. My nose is starting to run, so I'm gonna try to finish up. All right, let me check my notes and make sure I'm still on track. I know I have a tendency to babble just like I'm doing now. So yeah, anyway, after I started making videos again in the last couple months, I kind of had that unresolved stuff pop up, and I really needed to take a step back, even though I just started again, and look at what I was doing and see why I felt that way, and like how it could better fit our family and our goals, and what my vision is with this YouTube channel. So I want to just take a few more minutes here and tell you what I want it to look like here on this channel. So I am not going to get dolled up for the camera. I don't wear much makeup. You know, maybe just a little bit of foundation and mascara if I'm feeling generous, and that's just who I am. So you're not going to see this perfect trad wifey situation going on here. I do wear a couple dresses and skirts. I've got some that I feel real comfy and pretty in, but for the most part, I'm afraid to get them dirty on a daily basis. So I'm just, you know, I'm going to be on my channel and I'm going to be wearing my hiking or my adventure pants and probably a nursing top, because this is life right now. And my hair's not going to be done in curls. This is my daily mom bun because I have a baby that pulls all my hair out right now. So like I don't feel the need to get dressed up and try to be somebody that I'm not on this channel, because I feel like then I get that some people make that kind of content and they think, oh, this is aspirational for someone, but I feel like I don't need to be that person to be aspirational or encouraging. I just am going to be myself. That's my cat crying over here. If you can hear that, he's wanting me to take him back up to the house. So yeah, this is how it's going to be. Occasionally, like I said, you might see me in a skirt because it's comfy. But otherwise, I'm just going to be myself on this channel. And then the other thing I'm pretty sure that I've already made clear, especially on the blog, is that my kids' face will never be on this channel. I don't think that I don't need my kids to promote my channel, to promote my brand. They don't need to be on here. They might, you might see the back of them, or you might see them doing an activity or something, but until they are mature enough to decide for themselves whether or not they want to be online, they won't be seen here. So that is just not something that I'm going to do. And it's the same as how I've had on my blog for the last almost 17 years. So no different. And then, like I said, I just want this, my goal with this channel is to be helpful and encouraging. And as long as I keep those goals in mind, I know that I can keep making content for this channel, because that's what my entire online existence I've tried to be, is helpful and encouraging. And if I'm not doing those things, then I'm not doing my job, and I shouldn't be online anyway. But that's what I'm hoping that you get here, is you learn something, and you see somebody else living real life, and I hopefully we're someone that you can relate to. Maybe not all aspects. I realize not everybody lives off-grid in the mountains and all that, but I'm not going to be anybody but myself here. And that's how it's been for the last 17 years, and that's how it's going to stay as long as I continue to blog or be on YouTube, or you know, wherever this online sphere ends up taking me. So I just wanted you to know what to expect from this channel going forward, that you know, those are the things that are really on my heart. I really needed to get off my chest those things, especially, you know, the experiences that we went through and stuff, so that you could better understand why I have to take breaks sometimes. And it's just real life. But I want this space, and of course the blog, to just continue to be that community of helpfulness and encouragement and real life. And I want you all to know that I pray for you on a regular basis, and I pray all the time that God will use this channel and my blog to do whatever he needs to do through it. I'm willing to let him do that. I always have been, ever since I got this started. Like, this is his platform that he's using me to share and encourage. So I'm sorry this was so long. I know I'm so rambly, but I will let you go back to whatever you're doing now, and take my kitty back up to the house. And I will be back soon with some videos that hopefully are full of that helpful and encouraging content that I am trying to achieve. Thanks for watching, guys.